What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be trying a new Road to Glory FIFA 22 career mode, and this one's a little bit different. I'm going to be doing two things I've never really done before, which is one, play with my hometown club, and two, playing in the French League. So what we're going to be doing is we're taking CF Montreal, I have my nice little Habs gear on today, and we're going to take them from the MLS and drop them into Ligue 2 in France. I've never done a career mode with the CF Montreal. I'm gonna, quick warning here, I'm gonna call them the Montreal Impact a couple times for sure in this series, because they just did the whole name change to CF Montreal Club de Foot Montréal. So anyway, what we're gonna do is I've never done a career mode with them because I don't really like the format of the MLS when you compare it to how Europe works. And what's the goal of every Road to Glory? It's to win the Champions League, and when you're playing in the MLS, that's impossible. So if two clubs from Wales can be in the English system, why can't a little French city from Canada play in France? Yeah, I mean, there's a huge time difference and travel would be horrendous, but that's not a problem here when we're playing FIFA 22. So let's jump into it right now. And here you can see that we got CF Montreal in League 2. They're 2.5 stars, which is pretty standard for basically Ligue 2 ici. It's basically 2.5 stars is basically the middle. There's a couple teams that have 2 stars. There's a couple teams that have 3. So it's a pretty good fit actually. So here we have the home of CF Montreal, which is Stade Saputo. It's pretty generic stadium. I mean, again, we covered this in the last series in the Inter Road to Glory, but a lot of the customization for the generic stadiums, I mean, it's a step in the right direction, but there could be a lot more customization going forward that we can look forward to in FIFA 23. But for now, we'll just take our basically all blue Stade Saputo and go on forward. Let's get started. So these are the settings we'll be using for this career mode. We're on match difficulty for ultimate, 5-minute half lengths, currency in euros, and we're playing with a strict transfer negotiation. So I believe being in Ligue 2, we'll have I think it's 75 overall cap. It's 75 or 80. It's one of the two, but we can't go for the big stars right off the bat. And so I'm not sure how many of you know, but Wilfred Nancy is currently the manager of CF Montreal, and even though they missed out on the playoffs, he still did a great job with the club they have right now. But unfortunately, he's going to be replaced with CF Montreal legend, a guy who played a couple seasons with the then Montreal Impact. It's going to be Didier Drogba, who will be taking over the managerial reign. So taking a look here at our owner objectives, we only have one objective that's actually of high importance, and it's the youth development. And I think they seem pretty fair. Sign 2 players in the youth academy assigned to the defender position. That's good because our left back and right back could use some upgrading, so that should be easy. And sign at least 3 players younger than 20 with the potential overall higher than the current average of the player in that position. I think those two are very obtainable objectives, so that's good that that's our only high. We'll go to the financial, which is the medium. Keep salary growth under 30%. I think we can do that. The percentage kind of always is a little weird with FIFA because like you sell a lot of players and you sign one and the salary goes up, so that doesn't make sense. But and then sell 2 players and sign 2 crucial players to replace them. I think we can do that. Finish the season without any unspent transfer budget. Well, that's just something we can add on to make the board happy. But I think again that seems pretty doable as well. Domestic success is gain automatic promotion. That's the goal. We're gonna give that a go. In the round of 16 in the Coupe Nationale, that might be a bit more difficult. But if we get a good draw, anything's possible. Continental success, obviously, we have nothing. And brand exposure, again, low importance, but get a streak of 3 away wins. It's not impossible, that's for sure. It's definitely not impossible. So those are the first season board objectives. So I think it's pretty fair overall. Taking a quick look at the team sheet, I think it's safe to say the most recognizable name in this CF Montreal squad is Victor Wanyama. For all you Premier League fans, he's played with Spurs for many years. We do have some other quality players though in this team, like Mihailovic here, Romel Kyoto, Lassi Lapalainen, who's on loan from Bologna, I believe. The captain Samuel Piet. So I mean, we do have some a core to build around with this team. I think Chouanière might need an upgrade there on the left, even though I actually really enjoy how he plays in real life, but just 62 overall, I'm not sure we'll cut it. And we might need an upgrade at the keeper position as well from James Pentemis. I know he's a younger guy at 24, but with a 65 overall, I think our goaltender might be someone we might need to lean on in this series. So I think an upgrade there at that position might be something to look at as well. When you look at the bench, I mean, other than Struna and maybe Johnson there, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe try to build a little bit of depth. That might come in time. So we'll see how that unfolds. Taking a look at the youth academy, there isn't too much in there right now. I mean, we have Timo Fischer here, who was a potential of 72 to 94. He's only 15 and his overall is 51. So we'll have to see. I mean, there's not much in here at the moment. We'll see how these guys pan out after a few months of further scouting. But I think we definitely need to add to our youth academy. We'll go right to the youth staff now as well. I think we're gonna go ahead. Well, we don't no use in firing him. Maybe we'll send him out somewhere. But let's hire a scout. That's more, yeah. Tristan Verschuren we'll go with, and for 3.25 mil, that's not too bad. So we'll give him a hire and we'll send him out immediately to let's send him to France for 9 months, any type, and there we go. So taking a look at our schedule, to be honest, I'm very new to Ligue, and I don't know too many of the teams. Paris FC, yes, I've heard of, and I've seen a lot of people do Road to Glory with them as well. But we'll be starting the season off against US QRM. We'll be playing that one just as it's the first game of the season, and I have no idea what that game holds for us, as I have no idea what their squad looks like. The month of August, we have 4 games, and then September we rounded off with another 4 games, and we'll be rejoining after the sim right after the POFC game. A couple players I targeted to try to improve our squad ended up being too important to their club, or just recently moved to the new squad, so they won't be moving. So 2 that I've targeted here is Canadian Theo Corbeanu, young guy, 62 years old. He's playing for Sheffield United right now, and Sheffield Wednesday, and I think he could be one for the future. He's got some pretty good pace, and will be some depth coming off the bench, and one for the future. And then maybe a more household name, at least his last name for sure, is Luka Zidane. He's a 70 rated goalkeeper who is too important to his club, but does have a release clause. So I think we'll start with him, because we're just going to go ahead and skip the negotiations, skip the club negotiations, pay the release clause, and see if he'll join CF Montreal. So he's only 23 years old, and to be at 70 overall, I expect him to get to either the low 80s or at least the high 70s in a couple seasons. So that will be a nice improvement to our keeper position. Now we'll give him the crucial squad role. He wants 4 years. I'm okay with that. Disregard release clause, okay. And then will he give me, what do you want? No, it's gonna go. He's currently making 6.6. So let's go ahead. We'll give him 8, and then a bonus of 400,000. Let's see what they say. That's a reasonable offer, and we've just added to the ranks, and we have a new #1 keeper. For Theo Corbeanu, there's no release clause here. We'll go ahead and attempt to buy. They're asking for about 1.2 on the high end, so we'll start with. We'll start with his current value. He's valued at €1 million. So let's go ahead and offer that and see what they say. Awesome. They just take it just like that. That was quick, nice and easy. And into negotiation with the player. I think he should accept, like, at most sporadic. I think Prospect is probably the realistic squad role, but let's go sporadic and see what he says. And that's what they had in mind. Okay, perfect. 5-year contract. Perfect. No release clause. This is going fantastic so far. And we'll give him a little bit of a raise. He's currently making under 1,000 euros per week. We'll give him 2,000 and a signing bonus of 75,000. I don't want him to be... I don't want to reject that. Well, we'll just go for it. Let's see what they say. And that's a reasonable offer. And there are our first 2 signings, just like that. So jumping into the first game, you can see that the only change we made to the team sheet is that Lucas Zidane is starting is the starting keeper, and Theo Corbeanu has found himself a place on the bench. And here we go. Let's start the season off. As we take a look here at Stade Saputo, its first game in the French Ligue. It's fantastic. People from Montreal love their French language, so now they've moved from the predominantly English MLS to the completely French Ligue 2, and looking up to go to Ligue 1 at the end of the season. There's a nice tifo for the new starting keeper Lucas Zidane, and we're looking to get the season started off here in style with a win in front of these home fans. I think what we're going to look to do in this career mode is Montreal is a very cultured city with all different kinds of backgrounds. The prominent ones in soccer, I guess, are the French, Italian, and the Greeks. So maybe we'll look to add those nationalities to the squad, and then as well as more Canadian talent. Oh, Torres could be in here. Oh, he took almost floated over that. I tried to be a finesse shot on his favored left, and it ended up being I don't know, almost like a floater from the right that just missed the far post. Hey, warning signs here. Warning signs for QRM. I like the layout here in League 2. It's really nice display. Pieta's just a monster in the middle. He's been winning everything so far, and he's like 5'6". Mihailovic could have Kyoto over the top. Good chest control. Take it on the volley. Oh, and what a goal! What a goal to open the season by Romel Kyoto. Unbelievable control off the chest. Took it down, and on the half volley, puts it by the QRM keeper, which in fairness probably should have done better. That was to his near post, but I guess the shot had just enough power to give CF Montreal the 1-0 lead early on in the first game of the season. Lapalainen could be in on the left. He's going to hit it. Oh, and it's a big save by the keeper. Big save by the keeper. I thought that was going to be flying into the top corner. And after the first goal, I thought, hey, it's all on for the taking. But this is a great save. I haven't really pointed out who can be our threats here on corners. I think I'm going to give a first goal with Kamar Miller. See if he can get to the penalty spot. He can. Oh, and he actually won the header, but just wide. But really not too threatening. But happy that he got there. So going forward, we'll see who will be our big threats off corners. Oh, taken right in off the throw. Mihailovic could be in if Kyoto finds him. He does. Surely has to be 2-0. Oh, and it is. What a good finish. Powered it by the keeper, Georgian Mihailovic. He definitely led CF Montreal in this past season in assist. It may honestly even been the entirety of the MLS. But he's getting off to a flying start this season with his first goal of the campaign to make it 2-0 CF Montreal. And so the first little bit of pressure from QRM in this first half. We'll try to get the ball away here. Oh, that's not offside? Oh, it is offside. There you go. And then, so basically, this has been the only threat so far in the first half. And it really comes to nothing, as it's a shot that looked to be straight down the middle that hopefully Luca Zidane could have made a big save. But comes to nothing, and I think we'll see us into halftime. Yeah, so that's going to take us into halftime. Honestly, basically a perfect first half from CF Montreal. The big signing of Lucas Zidane has had very little to do. They had that one little spurt there at the end of the first half, but other than that, it's been all CF Montreal. They've had a really hard time dealing with our formation. I think I've tried to clog the middle and then have the speed make up for the width on the outside, and it's honestly shut them down completely so far. QRM get us started in the second half, and we look to basically do the exact same thing we did in the first. That's a good start by Kyoto picking off the opening pass. Torres is out wide. Just going to cut in on his favored left. His shot will be blocked, but we'll have a corner to start the second half. About 30 seconds of real time in, so that's a great start. We'll look this time to Rudy Camacho to see he can get his head on this one. Run out, cut back in. He loses it out, and well, Kamar Miller will keep this alive. No one's really closing him down. He has a hit, but it's kept in again by Chouanier to Kyoto, who's gonna curl one. Oh, and he's just missed, very close to making it 3. As Drogba is still animated on the touchline, even though his team has basically controlled 100% of this game. We're gonna be making a change here, and we will be giving the second debut of the day to Theo Corbeanu, who comes on and replaces Lassi Lapalainen. Well, the control on this QRM team has not been fantastic. And Corbeanu is in. He's going to hit it from close range, just have a blast at the keeper. And it ends up being a really nice save from a vicious shot from about 6 yards away that the keeper gets a big palm to and fists it over for a corner. Theo Corbeanu could be away here with a good touch. He has a good touch. Could he score on his debut? And he can! The young 19-year-old has scored on his debut, only coming in 10 minutes ago. He comes off the bench, gets a nice pass from, I believe it was Mihailovic, who we were talking about his assist earlier. There he gets his first one of the season. And Theo Corbeanu has put it by the QRM keeper to make it 3, and that will surely see this one off as the CF Montreal's first win of the season and first win in Ligue 2. There's 2 minutes of added on injury time. Can we make anything out of this? As Torres is out wide. He's sent to Piet, who was looking for Corbeanu, has been given away. But with no one really up front for QRM, that's going to be it. A truly dominating way to start the season with a very convincing 3-0 win in the Ligue 2 debut. Couldn't have gone much better. We had Zidane getting a clean sheet on his debut. We had Theo Corbeanu scoring on his debut. And overall, just a great performance by CF Montreal. So we're going to take a quick look here at as it's transfer deadline day. And we've had some big developments. We had Victor Wanyama. As I was simming through, I didn't realize he had a release clause in his contract. And he was taken away by Besiktas, I think it was, for 8.7 million euros. So at the moment, it'll be Ahmed Hamdi, who's going to be filling in for now. And hopefully we can continue the run that we're on without Wanyama, as it is a big loss. But Hamdi being a 67 overall, it's not the worst. And I believe hopefully he can slide in quite nicely. We'll take a look. We also had Mason Toy and Martial leave as well for hold on here, for almost 12 million euro profit compared to the 8.4 that we've spent. So again, that Wanyama loss is big, but hopefully we can rebound from that. So we're going to take a look at the league table here, and after 3 months of the season, we're sitting atop the league. We have 8 wins and 2 draws, and so far yet to be defeated. So I honestly, for Didier Drogba, he's won the Manager of the Month award for the month of September, I think it was, and it's only looking great so far. We'll also take a quick look at our youth academy, and we have found some gems. We'll start off with Noam Bouquet, who the potential is not the highest, but he is 6'7" for a keeper, so we'll keep a close eye on how he's developing. But the big find was Zachary Cunningham from Canada, who is 17 years old, but he's already 66 overall, and his potential is 79 to 94. So he's someone we could maybe look at promoting to the first team pretty soon. Taking a look at the calendar for the next couple months leading into the halfway point of the season, we got 4 games in October. We have right now only the 2 in November. We'll see if any cup games get added there or something. And then right before the transfer window reopens in January, we look to strengthen maybe that center midfield position where Wanyama has left us. There's only 3 games in December, and we'll jump into the sim. You know, we'll play the Auxerre game and jump into the sim after that. So here we are at the Auxerre game, and we've been forced into 2 changes for this one, as Bjorn Janssen will come in for Romel Kyoto, and 18-year-old Rita Zuhir will come in for Ahmed Hamdi, who are both suspended for accumulation of yellow cards. So those are the only 2 changes we'll be making for this one. Let's jump into it right now. So again, I'm still learning about Ligue 2, but apparently the opposition team has the Ligue 2 top scorer on their team, so we'll have to be wary of him in this one. For us, it's going really well. I mean, I think we only have the 1 loss, maybe 2 on the season so far, and I think the simming mechanics really like the team we put together so far. Oh, they could be in here. We were just talking about this goal scorer. He decides to lay it off, and Camacho does well to block it, and it's headed back to Zidane, and it comes to nothing. So less than 10 minutes in, I can already tell that there's a bit more skill on this team than there was in the previous matchup, so we'll have to watch out for that. Get out to Torres, who's going to cut back in, maybe on his left. Oh, what a strike! What an absolute beauty of a strike as it goes bar down, and unbelievable strike by Torres, and that is an absolute beauty. As you can see, it goes right to the goal line technology, and it barely crossed the line, but it did, and that's all that matters, and it's 1-0 to CF Montreal. Oh, what a way to start the game. What a strike. So just over the half an hour mark, it's been a tough one so far. Other than since the Torres strike, we really haven't had any of the ball, and it's just Auxerre coming forward slowly but surely. So we're gonna have to watch out for that going forward. Torres being closed down much quicker after his wonder strike earlier on in the first half. Be given to Piet. He'll fancy a hit, and Piet, if you guys are not sure and are not aware, is he's not known for his finishing, and it shows there. But he's been playing very solid defensively, which is way more his game, and it's going well for us so far. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Auxerre looked to break one last time before the end of the first half. Could Broguillard close him down? He can't. A cross comes in, but again, Zidane on top of his game, on top form. Comes out and cuts that one out, and I believe that'll just see us into the end of the first half, and it does. So we had a lot less possession than we did in the first game against QRM. Auxerre have had way more of the ball, and honestly, it's probably unfair to them that they're down 1-0 at this point. It just took a wonder strike from Torres to give CF Montreal the lead going into the second half. Auxerre will get us started, and we need to start gaining more possession of the ball here I think we want to see this one out, because Auxerre has looked increasingly more threatening as the games progressed, so we got to cut this out immediately. Chouanière has been playing pretty well as well, and now he has a chance. He's in. Could he get this across? He can, but just too near the keeper. We mentioned about maybe replacing Chouanière at left back and having him transition to left wing, left mid, but so far, so good. Can't really complain about him playing left back. Oh, he's beaten Broguillard for the first time, and it's been a corner, so we'll have to pay attention here off this corner. They Auxerre keep threatening. I mean, nothing too serious right now, but if we keep giving up these corners and chances, that might come back and burn us. Oh, big save by Zidane. Big save by Zidane. You'd expect Big Bjorn Janssen to do better from that off a corner, but he did just enough to to force that header way high and wide and come to nothing really. We're gonna make another sub here at the in the 65th minute. It's gonna be Theo Corbeanu coming on once again. He was very good for us in our last game, coming off the bench and netting his first goal. So hopefully we can get a repeat performance from the young Canadian. Nobody wants the ball at the moment, as Chonier has given it away, misses the sliding challenge, and this could lead to an opening for Auxerre. It's been cut back. It's been hit. Oh, what a save by Zidane again. Unbelievable save, and it's kept CF Montreal in front for the moment. Oh, so here gets caught on the ball. Is that not offside? Well blocked by Kamar Miller. And oh man, when you go for the clearance and he just goes in for a slide tackle, that could have been dangerous inside the area. But luckily it's just a corner, and another chance for CF Montreal to defend here. Camacho's up. He doesn't really get rid of it. Come on, Zidane's going to grab this, and he does. That was not the most convincing defending by the entire team, but it's been away, and Corbeanu is off and running. Mihailovic has some space here in the center. He's going to take a hit. That had a lot of power. Torres let this go out. No, he doesn't. Roguillard going to earn the corner, and this should do it for CF Montreal. With 2 minutes, we're into injury time right now. We're going to look to let's call for a second player and just see this one out. Actually, or be greedy and try to steal one. And that was the bad decision, and we could give Auxerre one last chance if they can break away quick enough, which I don't think they can. And there goes the final whistle. Definitely not the same convincing win that we had in the first game, but definitely one that we at least didn't deserve to lose. We held off and didn't give too many good chances, and the chance that we did surrender, Zidane came up huge. And of course, we had the absolute screamer from Torres, who gave us a 1-0 lead, and that was the difference. So halfway through the season, we're looking really good right now atop the Ligue table at 46 points, 8 points clear of SM Caen, and 14 points clear of automatic promotion. So if things keep up this way, it's looking promising for us to accomplish our first goal of getting promoted to the top league in France. So there has been some transfer news, as it's now January 1st and the window is open. We lost Lapalainen as his loan deal came to an end, and Brezza, the keeper, as well, has gone back to Bologna. So, and then we've also let Ibrahim Sanusi go on loan, as well as Mihailovic, who's left on a year and a half loan as well. We'll take a quick look at the squad hub to see that. Yeah, there we go. So it's Sanusi Ibrahim, who's left on a 2-year. It says 2-year loan, but I think because we're halfway through the season, it's just going to be the end of this season and the next one after. And same thing with Matko Milovic. He's on a year and a half loan as well. Taking a look at some of the stats so far this season, and leading the way in goals is Mihailovic and Romel Kyoto with 9 goals each. And as you can see, there's also I think it's Mihailovic as well, leading the way in assists with 6. We'll take a look at some of the development, because there's been a couple of guys who have progressed a lot so far. And as you can see, Zidane has already gone up 3, and then there's I think there's another one. It was and Corbeanu has gone up 3 as well. So we're gonna have to figure something out with either the transfer window or our youth academy to fill in some of the gaps, as the squad is looking pretty thin. And as we can see here with our youth academy, there are a lot of promising prospects in our youth academy, and none more so than Zachary Cunningham, who is 17 years old. He is 67 overall currently, with a potential of 87 to 93. So we may have found the next big thing in Canadian football, and we're going to go ahead and promote him to the senior team, as well as Jean Leblanc, the French native. Is his potential is a bit a bit more wide there with a 77 to 94, but he is ready for the first team with his 67 overall rating. Go ahead and promote him as well. And as you can see, we still have some other big prospects in the youth academy with Hunter Wilson and Christophe Huguet, both 81 and 83 respectively, the basement of their potential, and the high end being 91 and 89. So that's where we're going to end this first episode of the CF Montreal Road to Glory. As you can see, the board is pretty happy with Mr. Didier Drogba, who's at 100 right now, so they're very happy with him. If you haven't already, please leave a like and a comment below. Subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. And stay tuned for episode 2 coming soon. Thanks again for watching.